Shalom Akim. First and foremost, I want to give all praises to Yahawah, Bahashem Yahweh Shai, Bahashem Al-Rahak. Double honors to the elders and apostles at Great Millstone. Shalom to the sincere brethren out there pushing this word, and to you sincere listeners. Just wanted to go into a lesson. I'm not sure exactly, what I'm going to title it. Yeah, but we just going to jump straight into it. This is Jeremiah 6:16. It says, "Thus saith the Lord, Yahawah Shai, stand ye in the ways, and see and ask for the old paths. Where is the good way?" Okay, and the old paths is referring to, the original way that the Most High gave, to our forefathers, going all the way back to Adam. All right, it says, where is the good way? Because that standard that Yahawah Shai, gave to our forefathers is the proper way to live, and the longer, you're in this truth, you understand that more and more. You can see the need for these laws to be implemented, not just in your day to day, but throughout all the earth, because this is the only way that works. To have things run smoothly, to have literal peace down here upon the earth, this way has to be established, and that's how Yahawah Shai set it up. Okay. And eventually, as we're getting closer and closer to the end, and with that, us getting closer and closer to the end, the ways of Yahawah Shai are being, exalted more and more. And these people, they're coming to the conclusion, that the way that is established right now doesn't work, and eventually they're going to acknowledge, that there's only one way. All right. The original way is the proper way that you're supposed to, live down here upon the earth. Nothing else works. It says, "Thus saith the Lord, Yahawah Shai, stand ye in the ways, and see and ask for the old paths. Where is the good way, and walk therein?" And that's what we're supposed to be doing. We're supposed to be walking in that good way, walking in that old way, because you have a thing called, progressive thinking here in Babylon, which is basically set to change, the original order that Yahawah Shai established down here upon the earth. And what these people are beginning to realize, whether they are aware of it or not, they're beginning to realize that this way doesn't work. This way that Esau Edom has presented to them, this new way. All right. And they are, kind of seeing that the scriptures, this is what needs to be implemented, whether they're aware of it or not. You can listen to, some of the things that these people say, these people that are, kind of fed up with what's going on, that's fed up with this current system that's in place. All right. Or when they go to try to fix, or think about fixing, coming up with ways to fix what's going on, their answers, come from the scriptures, whether they are aware of it or not, which indeed proves Yahawah Shai to be true. This is the good way. This is the only way that you can go down where you're going to get, the proper results, man. Okay. And these people down here upon the earth, they're going to have to acknowledge that one way or another, especially, these so-called Negroes, Latinos, and Native Americans. This is the way that Yahawah Shai gave to you. It says, "And see and ask for the old paths, where is the good way, and walk therein, and ye shall find rest for your souls." So if you want rest, you have to follow the ways of Yahawah Shai. And this is the only way that's compatible with receiving rest, man. Okay. And I just want to, look this word up real quick. I kind of have an idea of, the definition, but let's look it up. The only way you can receive rest is to follow the ways of Yahawah Shai. And that's the only way that's going to work. Because when the Most High created this place, he set forth a certain standard that has to be followed. Just like when you play a video game, man, There's certain rules that apply. And if you don't follow the rules, then you're going to have a horrible, gaming experience, man. You're going to die all the time. Then you're going to get frustrated. You ain't going to want to play the game. So the word rest, okay, is Strong's H4771. So the word there is maragawai, all right, which means rest, a resting place. So if you want rest, you want peace, all right, amongst yourself, amongst your household, in the earth, you have to follow the ways of Yahawah Ba'ashem Yahweh Shai, all right, and that's the only way that works, man. And you see that more and more. All the problems that these people have, different grievances that people have in society, they will all be fixed if they just instituted the ways of Yahawah Ba'ashem Yahweh Shai. You wouldn't have these problems, man. All right. And see, you people are going to acknowledge that one way or another. All right. Us here that are in the know, that are sincerely following Yahawah Ba'ashem Yahweh Shai, we recognize and understand that, man. OK. And in the hopes, of us being delivered and spared from this judgment, we're trying to walk down that path that Yahawah Ba'ashem Yahweh Shai first presented. This is verse 17, Jeremiah 6:17. It says, also, I set watchmen over you, saying, hearken to the sound of the trumpet. All right, which that's talking about the prophets. And the prophets have been sent out to you so-called Negroes, Latinos, and Native Americans to call you back unto Yahawah Ba'ashem Yahweh Shai, to let you know that the way that you're walking down is completely wrong, man. All right. And that the Most High is going to destroy you for following this path, for walking down this path. The Most High is calling you back. Well, he's commanding you to come back. Okay, he's commanding you to go walk down that proper path, man. And since our people don't want to do that, you're going to be judged. Okay. It says, thus saith the Lord, Yahawah Ba'ashem Yahweh Shai, verse 17, it says, also, I set watchmen over you, saying, hearken to the sound of the trumpet. But they said, we will not hearken. And that's Jake. Jake don't want to hearken to the words of Yahawah Ba'ashem Yahweh Shai. But then when Jake gets in certain jams, or, Jake sees the condition that they're in, and they try to come up with solutions for the different things that are going on, it comes out of the Bible, man, whether they are aware of it or not. But Jake can't put two and two together, because Yahawah Ba'ashem Yahweh Shai is not dealing with him on that level, that you should just implement the scriptures in your life, man. You should implement the scriptures, in your neighborhoods, in your communities, man. Okay. The majority of the problems that you have, you wouldn't have those problems, man. And the Most High has constantly, been telling you that this is the way you're supposed to go. Okay, this is Isaiah 30:20. It says, and though the Lord, Yahawah Ba'ashem Yahweh Shai, give you the bread of adversity and the water of affliction, yet shall not thy teachers be removed into a corner anymore, but thine eyes shall see thy teachers. And the Most High is making it, plain that this is the way that you're supposed to be walking in, man. Okay, but see, Jake will reject this way. All right, continue to follow after the ways of Esau, Edom, or follow after the ways of the heathen. And then, when things don't work out, then Jake wants to try to make up a different solution, man. And you're seeing this more and more. All right. The solutions that are being presented. All right. Like I said, whether or not these people understand it, Jake understands it or not, it's coming out of the Bible, man. OK, it's literally multiple scriptures on, what these individuals are proposing. It's straight out the scriptures. OK, which means what? That this is the good path, man. This is the way that you're supposed to be walking. This is how you going to receive rest. All right. Verse 21, it says, and thine eyes shall hear a word behind thee, saying, this is the way, walk ye in it, when ye turn to the right hand and when ye turn to the left. And, the situation that we're in right now, this truth is everywhere, man. There's literally nowhere you can go, whether it be, in public or, on the internet, which pretty much everybody's on the internet, where you're not going to be exposed to the words of Yahawah Ba'ashem Yahweh Shai. Where you're not going to be exposed to the law, statutes, and commandments. which is what everybody is supposed to be into, man. Okay. And eventually, you know, when all is said and done, you're going to acknowledge this one way or another, man. You're going to acknowledge that the ways of Yahawah Shem Yahweh Shai are the right ways. You know, all this other madness that's out here, it don't work. You know, it's not conducive to life. Okay. In one way or another, these other things that are outside of the scriptures is going to destroy you, man. All right. It's going to lead you to death. All right. And we understand that. And that's one of the main reasons why we promote the ways of Yahawah Shem Yahweh Shai. Okay. Not only is it good for you, the Most High is going to reward you for you practicing these things, man. You know, so it's really nothing but incentives for you to, you know, follow this way. This is Proverbs 10:29. It says, the way of the Lord, Yahawah Shem Yahweh Shai, is strength to the upright. And what's the ways of the Heavenly Father? You following the law, statutes, and commandments, the customs that he gave our people for a heritage, man. Okay. That's where your strength lies, you know, because literally if these things were implemented amongst, you know, so-called Negroes, Latinos, and Native Americans, and really the whole earth, you wouldn't have what's going on now, man. The majority of the problems that people have would be wiped away, you know. And then what's going on now, you know, the Most High, he's pushing that spirit out there, and people's minds are beginning to change, man. You know, he's sending out that vibration, okay, that righteous vibration, and people are beginning to, you know, it's beginning to affect people. Okay, you see things changing up, man. Okay, especially, you know, amongst so-called Negroes, Latinos, and Native Americans. Now we know and understand that Jake ain't gonna get it 100%. You know, Jake ain't gonna be 100% with it, but you can see little inklings of the ways of Yahawah Shem Yahweh Shai begin to be implemented, man. All right. It says the way of the Lord, Yahawah Shem Yahweh Shai, is strength to the upright, but destruction shall be to the workers of iniquity. Okay. And it's 100% right that the wicked receives destruction, man, because the way that they live, it brings destruction anyway. Okay, it's basically like a cancer, man. You know, the way that opposes the righteousness of Yahawah Shem Yahweh Shai, the law, statutes, and commandments. Okay, because really all it brings is death, man. You know, you see what's going on out here, what different problems the world has today. This all stems from the law, statutes, and commandments of Yahawah Shem Yahweh Shai being broken. You know, so the only way to get rid of that, you know, to get rid of that cancer would be to destroy it. Okay, and let the good cells, you know, live and procreate, man. All right. It says, but destruction shall be to the workers of iniquity. The righteous shall never be removed. Okay, and when you look at the ways of the Heavenly Father, you know, when you know, put those things into practice, or imagine those things put into practice, there really would be no reason to remove people that have set a system up that's based upon the law, statutes, and commandments of Yahawah Shem Yahweh Shai. Okay, this is literally, you know, perfect balance between man and the rest of the creation of the Heavenly Father, man. Okay, it's self-sufficient, self-sustaining. There's peace amongst the nation. You know, whatever nation would institute this, there'll be peace amongst them, man. There'll be no killing, no murdering, because murder is wrong. You know, it's a way that will promote nothing but life. It says the righteous shall never be removed, but the wicked shall not inhabit the earth. And why shouldn't the wicked inhabit the earth? Because their way is destructive. You know, you sucking all the resources dry on a certain plot of land, all right, that no other things can grow there. That's destructive. You know, you're not letting the land rest. That means you can't grow anything else there. So what's going to happen? Eventually, you're going to starve to death, you know? So somebody that's implementing things like that, you know, this is the way that they live, they have to be destroyed, you know, because eventually if everybody else starts doing those things, then everybody's going to die. And the Most High didn't create this place so people could die, man. The Most High created the earth so life can prosper down here. This is Proverbs 14. and 34. It says, righteousness exalteth a nation. Okay. And see, this is deeper than, just the Most High, bringing blessings upon that nation. This is the proper way to live. If you conduct yourself this way, all right, if you follow the law, statutes, and commandments of Yahawah Shem Yahweh Shai, it's going to be a benefit unto you physically. And then the Most High will bless you spiritually. But the laws have a physical, what's the word I'm looking for? There's a physical benefit to you following the law, statutes, and commandments, man. Okay, because they promote life. All right, they promote peace, just like the dietary law. The things that the Most High told us not to eat, those things are poisonous to your body, man. It's going to bring disease upon your body. Your body's going to break down and you're going to die. If you feed your family those things, they're going to die too. And the life expectancy will continue to deteriorate. Okay. And if you continue to eat those things, eventually the whole family's going to die, man. So there ain't going to be nobody from your line to procreate, to keep your line going on. It says righteousness exalteth the nation, but sin is a reproach to any people. And what is sin? Let's get it real quick. It's 1 John 3 and 4. It says, whosoever committeth sin transgresseth also the law, for sin is the transgression of the law. So when you commit sin, you break the law, statutes, and commandments of Yahawah Shem Yahweh Shai. All right. So what does that mean? That means, reading Proverbs 14 and 34 again, righteousness is you following the law, statutes, and commandments. Okay. And let's read that again real quick. Because what did it say? It said righteousness exalteth a nation. So following the law, statutes, and commandments of Yahawah Shem Yahweh Shai will exalt a nation. It's going to put you on top. Okay. Even if the Most High didn't intervene, you following those ways, you're going to be exalted, man. Okay. The people are going to be taken care of. You ain't going to have uprisings in your nation, because there wouldn't really be any poor amongst you, and the poor would be taken care of. That's in the law. There's also a law dealing with, you taking in a Hebrew servant, and then he works for you for a certain amount of time, and then he gets put on a level, man. He's not just going to stay poor. And then he has children, that poverty continues. He can serve under a rich man and get put on, man. And then he can establish himself. All right. And pass that wealth down to his children, but that doesn't go on here. Proverbs 14:34 says righteousness exalteth a nation. Okay. But sin is the reproach of any people. All right. Why? Because sin, it destroys you. Not only does it destroy you spiritually, but it destroys you physically, man. Okay. And you get destroyed, physically so much and defiled spiritually that the Most High can't do nothing but destroy you, man. Which is the reason why it's of the utmost importance, that these laws, statutes, and commandments be instituted. Okay. This is Proverbs 2:1. It says, my son, if thou wilt receive my words and hide my commandments with thee, meaning to, hold on to these things, have these things in your mind. All right. It says, and hide my commandments with thee, so that thou incline thy ear unto wisdom and apply thine heart to understanding. Okay. And when you in this for a certain amount of time, you begin to understand why the laws are so important, man. Why these things have to be implemented. All right. The Most High didn't just make it for no reason. Everything that the Most High created was to be for our benefit, man. So for us to reap the benefits of the creation of Yahawah Shem Yahweh Shai, you have to follow that proper way. It says, so that thou incline thine heart unto wisdom and apply thine heart to understanding. Yea, if thou criest after knowledge and liftest up thy voice for understanding, if thou seek her as silver and search for her as for hid treasures, then shalt thou understand the fear of the Lord Yahawah Shem Yahweh Shai. Okay, then you're going to understand why it's so important that these laws should be established, man. Okay. And like I said, you being in this thing longer and longer, you begin to understand more perfectly why the laws need to be established. You know, why this is the good way. You know, and the Most High is just not saying that for no reason, man, that this is the good way. This is the way you should walk. You know, because literally anything outside of this leads to death, man. It says, then shalt thou understand the fear of the Lord, Yahawah Shem Yahweh Shai. You begin to understand why the law, statutes, and commandments are to be instituted, why they need to be instituted. It says, and find the knowledge of the Most High. For the Lord, Yahawah Shem Yahweh Shai, giveth wisdom. Out of his mouth cometh knowledge and understanding. Okay. He layeth up sound wisdom for the righteous. He is a buckler to them that walk uprightly. Okay. And that's another benefit of you following the ways of Yahawah Shem Yahweh Shai. The Most High is going to protect you, man. Okay. Because this is the thing that the Most High delights in. All right. He delights in an individual that keeps his ways. All right. That exalts his way, man. So why would the Most High want this example to be destroyed? All right. He's going to protect that individual because he wants the whole world to see that this is what he likes, which that's another benefit of following Yahawah Shem Yahweh Shai. It says he keepeth the paths of judgment and preserveth the way of his saints. Then shalt thou understand righteousness, which righteousness is you keeping the laws, and judgment and equity, yea, every good path. So you're going to understand why these things need to be implemented. Okay, it says, when wisdom entereth into thine heart and knowledge is pleasant unto thy soul, discretion shall preserve thee, which discretion is judgment, which these people out here completely lack, man. They lack judgment. They just do whatever comes into their mind, which is a philosophy of Esau, Edom, and these other nations. It says, discretion shall preserve thee, understanding shall keep thee. Why? Because you understand that if you make certain moves, that this is going to be the outcome. You know? If you allow Sodomites to take over, you know, a certain land, that nation's going to crumble, man. Okay. Eventually you're going to have a top heavy society, which a top heavy society is, you know, a society that's filled with old people, you know. And when you get old, you're supposed to have, you know, the younger people take care of you, you know. So if everybody's old, that nation's going to collapse, man. Nothing can be done. The commerce is going to crumble. You know, the infrastructure is going to crumble. Okay. The population is going to, you know, dwindle down, and eventually it's going to cease to exist. It says, discretion shall preserve thee and understanding shall keep thee to deliver thee from the way of the evil man, from the man that speaketh forward things that go against the law, statutes, and commandments of Yahawah Shem Yahweh Shai. Okay. So if you have this wisdom, you won't be led astray. Okay. If you keep these things in your heart, you won't be able to be led astray down a path of death and destruction. It says, who leave the paths of uprightness to walk in the ways of darkness, who rejoice to do evil and delight in the forwardness of the wicked. It says, whose ways are crooked and they forward in their paths. Okay. And the ways of these other nations, the ways of Esau, Edom. Okay. They're crooked, man. Okay. It doesn't promote life. And that's what these people are beginning to understand. All right. These people that are, you know, waking up to the fact that they've been completely lied to their whole life, that the way that was presented up to them doesn't work. You know, they're finding out that the ways of, you know, Esau, Edom, okay, or the way that's been presented to them is crooked. Okay. It doesn't work. And they have to implement something that does work, something that's conducive to life and peace and rest, man, which is the scriptures. Okay. And the laws are practical, man. The ways of Yahawah Shem Yahweh Shai are practical. It says, whose ways are crooked and they forward in their paths to deliver thee from the strange woman, even from the stranger which flattereth with her words. And the strange woman here is not talking about an actual woman. You know, like you got to watch out for a certain woman that's walking the earth. You know, the woman represents philosophies. All right. So these different philosophies that go against the ways of Yahawah Shem Yahweh Shai, if you have this wisdom, knowledge, and understanding, you'll be able to escape these things. Okay, it says to deliver thee from the strange woman. All right, these strange philosophies that's out here. It says even from the stranger which flattereth with her words. So when you listen to these other doctrines, you get flattered, man. They'll tell you certain things. It sounds good, you know, but if you have understanding and you examine what these different philosophies are actually saying, you will understand that these things ain't gonna work, man. Okay, this way is not conducive to life. You know, oh, do as thou wilt. Well, okay, what does that mean? Where is that going to lead us to? What's going to be the end result of us doing whatever the hell we want to do and not having any rules, boundaries, or limitations? You know, our society is going to collapse. Okay, the earth is going to be destroyed, man. You know, it says, which forsaketh the guide of her youth. Okay, which the guide of her youth is the wisdom of Yahawah Shem Yahweh Shai. It says, which forsaketh the guide of her youth and forgetteth the covenant of her power. It says, for her house inclineth unto death. Okay, so if you follow these other ways, it leads unto death, man. You don't lead a happy life. You know, you get misery, you get sorrow, and eventually you die. Okay, but the ways of Yahawah Shem Yahweh Shai are life and peace. And these people, they're going to have to acknowledge it one way or another, man. Okay, either you're going to acknowledge when Yahawah Shem Yahweh Shai brings judgment down here upon the earth, or you going to acknowledge it beforehand and be delivered, man. It says, for her house inclineth unto death and her paths unto the dead. So if you follow these ways, you're going to die, guaranteed. And we see that. It says, none that go unto her return again, neither take they hold of the paths of life. And what's the paths of life? The wisdom of Yahawah Shem Yahweh Shai. It says that thou mayest walk in the way of good men and keep the paths of the righteous. For the upright shall dwell in the land, and the perfect shall remain in it. But the wicked shall be cut off from the earth, and the transgressors shall be rooted out of it. Okay, and this is what these people are going to find out, man. Okay, you're going to find out that anybody that is doing wickedness down here, Yahawah Shem Yahweh Shai is going to put them to death, man. The Most High is going to completely do away with this wicked lifestyle that has been flourishing down here upon the earth, man. Okay, that's taking root. The Most High gonna chop the tree down and uproot it, man. And he's gonna plant a tree of righteousness. Okay, and the world is gonna be a completely different place when this happens, man. You ain't gonna have what's going on now going on when Yahawah Shem Yahweh Shai establishes his righteous kingdom down here upon the earth. There's gonna be peace down here, man. Okay, ain't gonna be no skirmishes, different nations going after each other, lack of resources. You know, these things are the results of wicked policies and wicked laws being established down here, man. The scriptures tell you that. You know, the earth is defiled under the inhabitants thereof. You know, it says, but the wicked shall be cut off from the earth and transgressors shall be rooted out. Okay. And when that happens, that's when everybody's going to have to acknowledge that the ways of Yahawah Shem Yahweh Shai are the right way. Okay. See, not only is the Most High telling you this, he's going to back up the claim by destroying the wicked, man. Okay, for those people that can't see it, that don't want to acknowledge it, you know, that the ways of Yahawah Shem Yahweh Shai are the proper ways to live down here upon the earth, and they want to continue down that wicked path, the Lord's going to destroy you, man. So everybody is going to have to acknowledge that the ways of Yahawah Shem Yahweh Shai are right. All right. This is Isaiah 6 and 9. It says, and he said, go and tell this people, hear ye indeed, but understand not. And Jake don't understand what's really going on, man. Even though they'll have, you know, you'll have some dudes, you know, or certain people that will come up, you know, they'll have a certain solution to things, but they don't come full circle. You know, they're not promoting Yahawah Shem Yahweh Shai. Okay, they're not really promoting the whole ways of Yahawah Shem Yahweh Shai. They're using certain pieces of it. You know, and here it is, us, you know, the prophets, the men of Yahawah Shem Yahweh Shai, we're telling you that this is the way you're supposed to live. You know, but Jake isn't completely acknowledging it. All right. It says, go and tell this people, hear ye indeed, but understand not. So we're telling these people, but Jake don't fully understand. It says, and see ye indeed, but perceive not. So they see us out there, you know, but they're not really perceiving and, you know, focusing on what's really going on. It says, make the heart of this people fat and make their ears heavy and shut their eyes, lest they see with their eyes and hear with their ears and understand with their heart and convert and be healed. The Most High don't want to heal everybody, because there's a certain group of people that Yahawah Shem Yahweh Shai is going to exalt. There's a certain group of people that Yahawah Shem Yahweh Shai is going to spare from the coming destruction down here, man. And these people that are going to be spared, Yahawah Shem Yahweh Shai has entrusted these people with his ways. Okay, he has chosen people that are going to reverence his ways, man, that are going to promote his ways and conduct themselves properly. Okay, because the majority of our people out here, even though they might try to implement certain things from the scriptures, whether it be, consciously or, unconsciously, whether they're aware of it or not, and they don't reverence the ways of Yahawah Shem Yahweh Shai. They're not trying to implement, or they don't want to even see everything that's in the scriptures implemented, man. They'll take, or might agree with certain bits and pieces of it. Okay, so the Most High is going to destroy them and exalt, the people that are willing to wholeheartedly follow his ways, man. And those people that did reject the ways of Yahawah Shem Yahweh Shai, or they only, agree with a little bit of it, the Most High going to do away with them. Okay, they're going to see that those individuals that completely trust in Yahawah Shem Yahweh Shai are exalted. And this is the way that they were supposed to be walking down, man. It says, make the heart of this people fat, make their ears heavy, and shut their eyes, lest they see with their eyes and heart and hear with their ears and understand with their heart and convert and be healed. Then said I, Lord, Yahawah Shem Yahweh Shai, how long? So how long are people going to be in this state? Not acknowledging the ways of Yahawah Shem Yahweh Shai. All right. It says, then said I, Lord, Yahawah Shem Yahweh Shai, how long? And he answered, until the cities be wasted without inhabitant, and the houses without man, and the land be utterly desolate. Okay, so that's when, our people are going to acknowledge it, but then it's going to be too late, But that's when that complete wake-up call is going to come. The Most High is sending that spirit out now, but Jake ain't going to fully get it until the Most High sends that wave of destruction. Okay, that wave of judgment, man. This will be the last scripture. We'll wrap it up. Yeah, we wrap it up with this. This is Wisdom of Solomon. I'll just start at 1. Wisdom of Solomon 5:1. It says, then shall the righteous man stand in great boldness before the face of such as have afflicted him, and made no account of his labors. When they see it, they shall be troubled with terrible fear, and shall be amazed at the strangeness of his salvation, so far beyond all that they looked for. And they, repenting and groaning for anguish of spirit, shall say within themselves, this was he whom we had sometimes in derision. This is Jake talking this stuff, man. Although you can use this to apply to Esau, Edom, this is really talking about Jake. These Israelites out here that refuse to follow the ways of Yahawah Shem Yahweh Shai, that refuse to reverence the ways of Yahawah Shem Yahweh Shai. We'll say certain things that come straight out of the scriptures, and Jake's face, scrunch up. He got a problem with it. Even though this is the conclusion, that Jake is coming to, that these things need to be implemented without going into the scriptures. It says, when they see it, they shall be troubled with terrible fear, and shall be amazed at the strangeness of his salvation, so far beyond all that they looked for. And they, repenting and groaning for anguish of spirit, shall say within themselves, this was he whom we had sometimes in derision. So this is the dude we was mocking, making fun of, man. These guys, it says in a proverb of reproach, we fools accounted his life madness. So you got certain, Jakes out there, they'll look at us. They might agree with some of the things we saying, but other stuff that we say, we foolish. This ain't gonna work. This ain't the way you're supposed to, live. You can't live like this down here. These guys are out their mind. Okay, it says, we fools accounted his life madness, and his end to be without honor. How is he numbered among the children of the Most High? See, and the things that we say, even though it's coming straight out of the scriptures, Jake has a problem with it. So Jake is not going to implement the ways of Yahawah Shem Yahweh Shai within his life, because he looks at these things like it's something wrong with it. This is just completely far out. I can agree with this. I can agree with that, but I don't agree with this part, And then when we bring it out to them, they say we the devil. It says, how is he numbered among the children of the Most High, and his lot is among the saints? How are these individuals godly? Why does God approve of what these people were doing? Why are these the holy men? Okay. The things that they were saying it sounded completely off. This doesn't sound righteous. It says, therefore, we have erred from the way of truth. And that's what every single Israelite is going to acknowledge down here that's not a part of the elect. They're going to acknowledge that they have erred from the way of truth. Really, the whole world is going to acknowledge this, that they erred from the way of truth, man. When Yahawah Shem Yahweh Shai, brings that judgment down here, okay, and the kingdom of heaven is established, and these heathen are getting punished. They're going to understand that they've erred from the way of truth, okay? It says, therefore have we erred from the way of truth, and the light of righteousness hath not shined unto us. Okay, and the sun of righteousness rose not upon us. So they didn't understand what the difference really was between right and wrong, man. Okay, even though they proclaimed themselves to be wise, and know certain things, they don't understand anything that's going on down here. It says we wearied ourselves in the way of wickedness and destruction. And what is that? That's those wicked paths that Jake is walking down, man. Okay, they don't want to follow the right path. Okay, that leads to salvation, life, and peace. They wearied themselves in the way of destruction. They wearied themselves in trying to walk that wicked path, man. And even though it don't work, Jake tried to find another way to stay on that path, man. You just make a slight detour. You'll bust a left, and then get right back on the path. See, that's where I messed up at. I was supposed to do this. Instead of turning your ass back around and going the other way, man, you're going down the wrong path. Okay, you made the wrong turn miles ago. It says we wearied ourselves in the way of wickedness and destruction. Yea, we have gone through deserts where there lay no way. But as for the way of the Lord, Yahawah Shem Yahweh Shai, we have not known it. Okay. And you're going to see where that path is going to lead you, man. Ultimately, the Lord is going to bring destruction upon you. Okay. And you're going to understand why the Most High has to destroy you, because the way that you have is not proper. All right. It doesn't promote life and peace. So the Most High has to do away with you. It says, what hath pride profited us, or what good hath riches with our vaunting bought us? And that's Jake. Jake loved to stunt, man. Okay. That's Israelite culture 101. Stunting on a nigga, or stunting on the next woman. I got this, I got that. You ain't got this. So you putting that mentality out there that this is what you should strive for. It says all those things are passed away like a shadow, and as a post that hasteth by. It says, and as a ship that passeth over the waves of water, which when it is gone by, the trace thereof cannot be found, neither the pathway of the keel in the waves. Or as when a bird hath flown through the air, there is no token of her way to be found, but the light air being beaten with the stroke of her wings and parted with the violent noise and motion of them is passed through. And therein afterwards no sign where she went is to be found. Or like as when an arrow is shot at a mark, it parteth the air, which immediately cometh together again, so that a man cannot know where it went through. Okay, and that's the path that our people are walking down. Okay, that path of wickedness, it doesn't lead anywhere, man. It says, for the hope of the ungodly is like the dust that is blown away with the wind, like a thin froth that is driven away with the storm, like as the smoke which is dispersed here and there with a tempest, and passeth away as the remembrance of a guest that tarrieth but a day. But the righteous live forevermore. Their reward also is with the Lord, Yahawah Shem Yahweh Shai, and the care of them is with the Most High. Okay, so this way is going to be exalted throughout the four corners of the earth, man. This way is going to be exalted amongst the children of Israel. And when this judgment comes down, when Yahawah Shem Yahweh Shai, reveals himself, all these Israelites are going to know that this is the path that you're supposed to be walking in without a shadow of a doubt, man. Okay. So I just want to go into that. Yahawah Shem Yahweh Shai willing. It was edifying. I want to give all praises to Yahawah, Bahashem Yahweh Shai, Bahashem Ruach Kwadash. Double honors to the elders and apostles at Great Millstone. Shalom.